Today, guys, I'm gonna be putting some new blood in my 2025 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. I'm gonna be doing the engine oil, the primary, the transmission. I'm gonna take you through the entire thing, step by step, the tools, the fluids, where every drain plug is, how much fluid goes back in, and most importantly, guys, how to verify the level when we're done. So let's get into it. Before we start draining anything, what I want to do is I want to get the bike up to operating temperature. Now, we don't need to cook the thing. We just want the oil warm enough that it flows easily and carries as many of those contaminants out of the engine as possible. So I'm going to start it up right now, let it warm up, and then we'll get into the oil change. First up is the engine oil. Now, before I pull the drain plug, I'm just going to remove the oil fill cap and dipstick. That's going to open up the side and just let the oil drain freely. All right. So when you first get under here, you're going to notice a couple of different drain plugs. You're going to see this recessed hex plug. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. This one right here, this is our engine oil plug. We're going to be pulling this one. This is our transmission plug, and we will be dealing with this later. But for now, I'm going to throw my oil pan underneath. I'm going to break this loose and let the oil drain out completely. So I'm going to slide the oil pan underneath. I'm going to break it loose, let it drain completely. Pro tip though, take this out. Otherwise you're going to have oil all over your garage. One other thing too, because I know I'm going to get absolutely hammered in the comments, is does everything need to be Harley branded? And yes, the answer is yes. You do need a branded Harley oil pan, branded Harley funnels. Otherwise, just don't even bother doing it. Get all the oil off of there. And before you clean the plug off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a look at the drain plug to see if there's any metal shavings on there. That there is a magnet. So actually, I am pleasantly surprised that I have next to no metal shavings on there. That is awesome. This looks like pipe dope maybe. But yeah, while that's draining, I'm just going to clean this plug up. I'm going to replace this old O-ring. There's really no reason not to, guys. You may as well just replace it. They're cheap and it is a nice peace of mind. And because I don't have the motorcycle up on a stand, I'm just going to stand it up. Make sure we get all that oil out of there. All right. Now comes my favorite part of the oil change, and that is removing the oil filter. Now, Harley did not do you guys any favors, myself included, by putting it where they put it. So you're gonna need one of these. My grip strength is not good enough because you really gotta get in there. It's also a sideways mounted oil filter. So I bought this nifty little thing. Harley branded, of course, but you can buy this on Amazon and it works just as well. You could also use tin foil. I just bought it because I was hoping it's going to make my life a little bit easier. So let's get this oil filter off. Yeah, this little tool might actually come in really handy because it's a space, that's for sure. But you know what? By doing this yourself, you're definitely saving a couple $100 because when I went to my Harley dealership, asked them how much it would cost them extra on top of the stuff that I bought for them to do the oil change, they quoted me like $270 or something like that. So that, and it's nice to do your own oil changes. That way you can kind of see what's coming out of your bike. All right, before you put on the new oil filter, get a little bit of oil, rub it around the gasket. Just you don't need much, just enough to help lubricate it. So we're just gonna go hand tight until we feel it snug up, and then we're gonna go about another 1/2 to 3/4 turn. You don't need to crank these on. Your future self will thank you. Just, you know, sometimes you just wish you had tinier hands. Like, I could not be a mechanic for a living, man. But $200 is $200. I got it snug with my hands. So there's a quarter. There's a half. And I'm good with that. Just wipe that down. That way we'll be able to identify any leaks in the future. All right, guys, so the Harley's owner manual for my bike recommends anywhere between 14 and 21 foot-pounds for the torque value on your oil pan bolt. So we're just gonna go ahead and torque that. Okay. So in the Harley service manual for my bike, it calls for 3.8 liters. So in front of me, I've got 4 liters of SAE 20W50, just some good old fossil oil. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour out 200 mils into my cup here, set it aside. The rest will go in there as part of the initial fill. Once we got that, we'll check it with the dipstick and we'll add oil as needed. So that does it for the initial fill. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a cold check. The Harley manual says it should not come up more than halfway on a cold check. So we'll just give it a check here. Okay guys, now that we've wrapped up with the engine oil, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our primary. Before we do anything and start draining the oil out of our primary, we're gonna wanna ensure that we can get this derby cover off. Last thing we wanna do is drain all the oil out of our primary and not be able to get this cover off. So that's what we're gonna do now. These are T27 Torx bits. So just gonna go ahead and start taking this off. You're gonna want the bike in an upright position. For this step, it's not so important, but when we get to filling it, it's gonna become a little bit more important, and I'll show you why. So don't be afraid to take this off. Nothing's going to leak out, or it shouldn't. Okay, good. Now that we got the primary cover off, we're just gonna set this off to the side for now. And now that I know that we can get this off, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to drain it. All right guys, we're gonna get going draining the primary fluid out. I got my stand underneath, which isn't allowing me to get my oil pan under there like I would like to. So I've just kind of created this little tinfoil nest to help send the oil towards me. We're gonna be using a 5/8 socket. That's gonna be the same for all 3 of the holes that we're draining today. Okay, so that's working out pretty well. We'll let that drain. Just like our oil plug, we're gonna wanna take a look and see if we can see any shavings on the plug. So on this one, you can definitely see a couple of small shavings. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that I'm overly concerned about, but still good to know. All right, so now that our primary is good and drained, we can go ahead and reinstall the plug. So just like all the plugs that we're gonna be changing out today, at least for me, in my manual, it says to torque anywhere from 14 to 21 foot-pounds. I'm gonna torque it to 20 foot-pounds. That's it. So just click it one time. I know it's tough to do. It's in our nature to give it the double tap. Just give it one click. If you do any more than that, you're just over torquing it. So that there is going to be good enough for that plug. Okay, now we're gonna refill our primary. I'm gonna be using Harley's Formula Plus today. For my bike, it calls for 0.9 of a liter. So I'm gonna start off with a little bit more than 800 mils, and then I'll fill it up as required. I've also got here this little Harley branded, of course, plastic piece that just fits in here and makes your primary a heck of a lot easier to fill. So I do recommend getting something like that. It's gonna It's going to help you out, especially for this fill. So you can see this notch here. You're going to use that as your line of sight to check your oil level. What you want to do is get that oil level to the bottom of that pressure plate. And a good other indication would be to, if you fill that oil just to where this black line begins, that's going to get you to the bottom of your pressure plate. All right, so just before we put this cover on, we're just going to make sure we've got all the excess oil off of there. Good. We're going to remember to take off the old seal. We'll grab our new seal, and you can see it's got these little nipples. That's just basically to help it secure it in place. So just push, make sure those are seated in there. Good. Okay, now we'll go ahead and put that derby cover back on. We'll just put these on very loosely at first, just to kind of hold it in place. All right, so we're going to be using our T27 again. Now, Harley recommends 84 to 108 inch-pounds. So I'm going to set my torque wrench for that. We got 108 inch-pounds, okay? And in the Harley manual, it tells you how they want them torqued. So it's going to be in a star pattern. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Hole 2 done. Now we'll move on to the transmission. All right, guys, next up is our transmission oil. You're going to want to first remove the transmission fill cap, which is just to the right-hand side of your oil fill cap. You're going to need a 3/8 Allen to do this. So just go ahead and pull that out of there. All right, so now that we got that fill cap pulled, we're going to go ahead and pull the drain plug. Have a look at the shavings. All right, there appears to be a small amount of shavings on there. Nothing that I'm overly concerned about, but yeah, we'll get this drain plug cleaned off, reinstall the new O-ring, and we're just about home free. All right, so it's going to be the same thing for this drain plug, 5/8 socket, 14 to 21 inch-pounds. Okay. That's it for that. All right, guys, so this dipstick here has a very small add fill line. Okay, this check needs to be done on the Jiffy stand. My bike calls for 0.83 of a liter, so I'm going to start with a little less than that. Check it. If it needs more, put in more. So get going on that. So for the fill, I'm using the heavy gear oil, the SAE 80W20-140. Perfect. All right, guys, there you have it. The 3-hole oil change on my Harley-Davidson Road Glide. All I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take some warm water, dish soap. I'm just gonna go around, check the plugs, clean the plugs and the fill points. Remember, after your first ride, your oil filter is gonna fill up with oil. So just go back, check your oil level. If it needs more oil, add more oil. And guys, don't be afraid to work on your bikes. Nobody's gonna give as much care and attention to it as you are. And remember, nothing's just going to blanket void your warranty, okay? What I do is I take my receipt, I write down the kilometers, the service, what I put in it, and the date. That way, if anything in the future comes up that is warranty related, I've got proof that I did the work. Guys, if this saved you a couple $100, a trip to the dealership, like and subscribe. As always, stay death proof. I'll catch you on the next one.